All right. Mic check, mic check. Is mic working?
Yep, you're live.
Are we live? Are we live?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Today's the boys. Today. Happy Sunday,
Hey.
everybody. Highway 54. Stay tuned.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
What's up, crew? Season 3. DJ Kid Mango. We've got Coach Anthony, D3, and DJ Mr. A is back. Welcome back, Eric.
Thank you. Good to be back. I missed last week, man. That was a good one, man.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, man. I know you've been going through some stuff, man, and I hope everything's going well. And I know we did some things for you and the family, and so we had prayers for you this whole past 2 months. So
I appreciate it, you guys. I appreciate all the prayers. I pass it on to my wife as well. So
yeah, right. Welcome, everybody. Well, it's the boys today. Carla is out sick, but I know she's listening. We love you, Carla, and hope you get better. We've got a great show for us today. We've got some entertainment music. We've got I've got cues. I got questions by D3 about the wallet, pod decks. We're going to, and our biggest topic today is personal growth. So, without further ado, how's you guys' week, man? How's anything exciting happened?
Well, I mean, it was my job. I was able to ask them nicely because the price of gas going up to make me, or at least allow me to work 4 days out the week, so I can do 4 10s instead of 5 8s. Helpful. That's
Yeah, I know, man. Well, D3, you got a new job, a new position. What do you got?
Yeah, I'll be working at a secure location in downtown DC. So we're gonna leave it at that. But I mean, I've been blessed, and I'd like to thank my wife, my daughter for their support on that, and of course my in-laws and my immediate family, like Dwayne Brown. Appreciate y'all for y'all support and everything like that too, because we had a pretty rough week too. Different things going on with our family, but with God we'll make it through. So different things going on with us, good and bad, and the indifferent. So we holding it together. We're gonna make it do what it do.
Good. Well, great to hear that. How about you, Eric? I know you've been.
I gotta agree with D3. I mean, God will provide. He does everything for you. I had a rough couple weeks. The last couple weeks, unfortunately, my mother-in-law passed away, but she's in a better place now, and everybody's doing good. We're all staying healthy, and if anything, we're a close family, but I feel like we gotten a little bit closer because of all of this. So
I know, man. It's crazy. Not crazy, but it's what do you call it? An eye opener. When you're going through life and career and having fun, or
right,
just going through your job, you get to forget that life moves. When it's our time, it's our time. Sometimes it's planned. Sometimes it's abrupt. But we all, what do you call that? We all deal with our own different ways. Some are very emotional, and some we're here to support. So,
right.
and this past 3 years, it's been challenging for everybody because we've known somebody within our own family and friends who lost somebody in the past 3 years, and more than usual. And so we're trying to move forward, right? Move forward with our lives, move forward with personal growth, and that's the one thing I really want to talk about, about is personal growth. Well, great guys, great to see you guys, and we have a great show for you guys today. But we haven't done this in a while, and what's trending? I want to talk about a couple of things that's happening right now as we speak. So stand by. All right, so in the Grammys, Ye, also known as Kanye West, Ye is Ye or Ye? Kanye, Ye. I don't know,
I
man.
think it's a little bit of both.
I think, yeah.
Whatever his name is, Yeezy. He will not be performing at the Grammys this year. A report published in The Blast said that the musician was told Friday that his act had been pulled from the show, which was set to take place on April 3rd. A representative from Kanye, who changed his name from Kanye West to Ye, whatever his name is, confirmed that information in the Blast article and email in Associated Press, as she did not offer any additional comment. So basically what's happening is he was set to be performing, obviously, for Grammys, but he's been having trouble. I know we've been talking about him and his relationship with Kim Kardashian. It's not going well. And so Kim Kardashian is supposed to be hosting a Grammy Awards there. So, Trevor Noah is hosting, and Kim Kardashian is supposed to be there, I believe. And so, whatever reason, they don't want that conflict of interest for him to be there, because Ye is not taking it lightly. He's been what do you call that? Blasting her on email, texting stuff about the relationship with Peter, whatever that guy's name is. So he's just not taking it well, and he's unstable, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I also saw that Trevor Noah and Kanye had like some beef. I guess they go back and forth. So,
Oh, okay.
Since he's hosting, Trevor Noah is like, excuse me, can kind of have, excuse me, can like weigh in on who's going to be there. That's just kind of sad.
Wow, yeah. I mean, I love Trevor Noah, and I love Kanye West's artistic side of him. But if you guys saw the new Netflix special with him on Netflix, it's a three or four episodes, and it's interesting. And it's cool to see his transition from him at Chicago going to New York with the what do you call it, the Jay-Z and what's his name, the other guy. It's a Def Jam.
Oh, Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons. Yeah, Russell Simmons. No, not Russell Simmons.
Dame Dash.
Damien Dash. There you go. Sorry. From his beginnings, where I didn't even know that he was strictly a producer at one time, providing beats. It was cheap at that time. From Chicago to New York, and New York, him trying to prove to everybody that he's a rapper. And at that time, that's like 90s, I think, early 90s. And so, and then you walk into transition to where he is now currently. And the guy who was doing a documentary of him, since he was not even, just a producer, he was trying to be nice as much as possible, but saying what we're all thinking, and you know what I'm saying, towards the end. But it's interesting. It's interesting to see his geniuses is see his progression, but also what's sad that he's going through a lot of mental breakdown, bipolar. Him, even when he was trying to run for president.
Mm.
Yeah, but the one thing that they left out is the daughter. I think the daughter and Kim, who never shown on the actual film. So, which is good. Anyways, it's a good catch if you have some time. Watch it, Netflix. Like I said, he's a genius in his music and his craft.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate towards the end. Even right now, it's showing his unstableness. Where his mental state is at right now. So, anyways.
Yeah, I've been noticing a pattern. You noticed that he also had a beef with another comedian, D.L. Hughley, during the week. So I mean, I'm be honest with you, comedians are not serious comedians are not the people that you want to try to go at, because they have an audience too. So if you're a rapper and you say something about DL and he talks about you got all this money and you're doing all this stuff, but you can't get somebody in your crew to get you Xanax or whatever you need or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, those shots could be funny, but they also have a little bit of personal truth in them. Yeah. So you're like, okay, that's not what you want to do. So, and Trevor Noah is no slouch either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Kanye, to me, I mean, I'm kind of fed up with the dude. Maybe that's why I haven't really looked at the documentary or anything like that too. So I guess I'll ease my way into it. But right now, I'm like, to me, what DL said was true. It feels like he's actually stalking Kim. So I mean, like, dude, let it go. But I guess I'll watch it eventually. But right now, it's not on my to-do list. It's not on my bucket list, nothing like that.
No.
You have better priorities.
Priorities.
I'm good. I'll take your word for it. Give me the Cliff Notes or something. No, I can't do it right now. I'm done with dude for right now.
All right, another news here. Batman is still number one, and it crosses the 300 million threshold here. Batman with Robert Pattinson. At first, man, Robert Pattinson is the guy from what movie?
Twilight. There it is.
Right, and you would not think like that's Batman, but this is the version of Batman that's actually pretty good.
Really?
We'll see. I haven't seen it yet, so
yeah. 3 hours. It's actually pretty long. 3 hours, directed by Matt Reeves. And opening day, it picked up like 49 million over the weekend internationally, and it's still going strong. So I'm thinking it's going to go to the 1 billion mark.
Really?
So yeah, I think so. It's that good.
It better be good. 3 hours long.
People were saying, because I was supposed to watch it I was supposed to watch it a week ago, and everybody that I knew that went, they loved it. It was like, it didn't seem like it was 3 hours. So it's one of those movies like you just kept going, story kept going, good. So
I had to get back more into DC comics and their movies. I still haven't seen the last Justice League but as soon as Marvel pops out, I'm on it. So I'm like, okay. Marvel set the bar up pretty high.
They did.
Tough.
Yeah. Well, with effects, but I guess with DC, I have to say, like, it's hard to write around Superman all the time.
Yeah,
because Superman, he's Superman. Like, I mean, I don't think there's anybody really truly on Marvel that could actually take on Superman. Well, there's a couple I can think of. But if Superman doesn't care,
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Doctor Strange, you got, if you know comic guy. All right, let's go to our comic. Put my comic book hat on right now. Okay, look at here. Look at here.
Emotional.
Look at here. No, sorry. They say, okay, don't quote me, but if you think about Marvel and DC, the most powerful person that we know is Doctor Strange.
I don't know. Scarlet Witch was no joke either.
Yeah,
she broke Thanos down. He had the Infinity Gem.
Yes.
He had all six of them. She broke him down by herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you also, if you think about it, you also have Phoenix too.
Right.
Phoenix is pretty nasty. So
That's right.
It's kind of tough. I mean,
And
I've seen
Captain
Superman.
Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
check out all the psychics.
What's her weakness? What's her weakness?
Yeah,
I think her
You know-
Captain Marvel, her weakness is her heart.
yeah, her
Yeah,
heart's-
see?
about it.
So Captain Marvel, actually, even though we don't really like, all of us like Captain Marvel, the person who's playing it right now, but if you think, does she have a weakness?
And now they're about to come out with a Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
She's
Superman?
She's
Superman has a weakness.
He does.
He actually
Yes,
died. So
he has two weaknesses. So. His
So-
heart and kryptonite.
Yep.
And obviously the red sun, but
yeah.
yeah, that's kind of rare. You can't really that's not readily available. So yeah,
Right.
yeah. But I mean, like the technique. Well, I know we got to get going with the show.
But I'm also thinking too.
We could go on and on and on.
But I'm also
Yeah.
thinking too. Lex Luthor was getting the best of him on a lot of different occasions too.
That's true.
Yeah.
And he has no power.
He got some sneak attacks. That dude was brilliant. He was just
Yes.
evil, all
Right.
get out, but he was brilliant. Yeah.
And they were saying that Supergirl was stronger than Superman.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
there's that too.
But now I got
But
to see
anyways-
how Black Adam fits into the mix with Shazam and all of them too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you
That's
go.
really interesting.
Well, talk about
Yeah.
Marvel Comics super valued special copy of Marvel Comics edition #1 fetches $2.4 million at the auction.
Wow.
Dude, I went through my collection of comics and I think the most was like $5.
Really?
Like this.
I got like G.I. Joe, got some Transformers, I got Vigilante, which I didn't know that Vigilante, if you saw Peacemaker on HBO Max
Oh yeah.
with
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Cena,
Okay.
how can Vigilante? I'm like, motherfucker, I have his comics.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah, Vigilante. I used to, for whatever reason, I have like 2 or 3 comics from that guy, but Peacemaker, spinoff of Justice League
Right.
with John Cena. It was pretty good.
See, like I the
Not
only
Justice
comic-
League. That was Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Suicide-
Suicide. Yeah, I'm sorry, Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. In conjunction with Justice League. If you've been watching the Peacemaker, Justice League actually make a cameo.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert if you guys haven't seen it, but there's a spoiler alert. Yeah, Justice League is tied to Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad tied to Peacemaker. Yeah. So
Explain to them. 'Cause I was trying to figure out like who the heck was
yeah, $2.5 million. The fuck, dude.
Wow.
I don't think I could have nothing like that. I know growing up, I mean, because supposedly if you got comic books, you're not really supposed to look at them. You keep them in the plastic.
Right.
No, I was going to read it. I got fingerprints all on it. And that would have ruined the whole thing. I mean,
Yeah.
See,
well,
that
this.
the first volume of Power Man and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
oh wow. We have
First
a farm
one, huh?
market not too far from us that opens up on Saturdays. They have some collections. So we had a Black Panther and Wanda
Wow.
Vision, Wanda and
Ooh.
Vision.
Oh, wow.
Comics in plastic. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So you when you find those comics, you got to get it rated, and that's the value. Yeah.
Mhm.
So this comic at 2.4 million was rated at out of 10, 9.2.
Oh, wow.
So
See.
and it's #1 issue Marvel Comics, and it's. I mean, could you imagine holding on to this comic rated at 9.2 out of 10? And knowing it's $1 million worth, like, what are you gonna do? Like, the fuck, am I gonna
So,
hold on
oh,
to this?
Speaking of which, let me ask Anthony this. Anthony, so is that where NFTs come in? If you have
Yes.
something like that?
NFTs will come in on that, but only if you can make it a digital copy.
Mm.
It'll be good for receipts to say,
Yeah.
hey, I have the original receipt for this particular item.
Mhm.
But it's going to be hard to track it because it's not digital. That's
Okay.
one thing. But you can
We've-
you can NFT the receipt to say, hey, I bought this from this person, the original owner. And
Yeah.
every time that person get resold, you can put it as a almost like a retainer. So every time that book gets sold or that receipt gets sold,
Mhm.
you actually get a kickback of like 10% or whatever you want to put on there. So every time it gets sold, you get 10% for royalties.
So my question: who controls the management of NFTs? Like, who's paying you? Who's paying you anytime someone wants to use it or buy it, an NFT that you own?
That's the fun part.
Who's
Because-
the controlling body? Because I see in the news, right, Eric? Like in D3, like someone like said, "Oh, I was at home all year and I made NFTs all day and I made like $1 million." Like, what the fuck? How?
Yeah.
How?
Or like Tom Brady when they had the touchdown passing record,
Mhm.
and the guy had it in the stands, and they finally gave it back. So they gave him autographed jerseys, NFTs, and a whole bunch of Bitcoin and a whole bunch of stuff just to get that ball back.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Well, that's the thing. Like
they broke him off something.
they don't talk about it, but like trying to get like when you get into this stuff, it's just like you might as well just buy your own separate laptop, buy your own separate wallet, buy a different VPN,
Yeah.
buy all this extra stuff because you got to get a physical wallet. Like you're looking at about a good under $800, really, could get you everything.
To get everything started.
Yeah, because if you want to keep everything separate. Because if you want to be anonymous, then be anonymous. Don't use your personal laptop or personal machine when you go to get into this stuff. Most people don't, so then they wind up wondering why everything else get hacked. So, yeah, because you can create your own, like getting all this stuff. You just say, "Yeah, I'm Joe Smo.
Mhm.
This is my Joe Smo wallet." Like whatever, you don't have to have your name tied to it. So it's like, how can you get taxed if it's supposed to be anonymous?
Exactly.
Mm.
But it only gets taxed if you actually tied to you, and the
Mhm.
IRS knows about it.
Like, if on an NFT, a picture of a shit, like, so someone pay for me. That is a great shit. I'm gonna pay $100 for this picture of a pile of dung.
Oh man.
Oh,
That's
I have
emotional damage right there. That's
actually
Emotional, damn it.
I own a website called Poop Vision. So
Yeah.
I own that website. So for at least 2 years. So I might put it out for sale for like, I don't know.
Well, I think we need to do a podcast just on like these 10, 20 minutes about NFTs, like how it started. Maybe Anthony, we will work together and say like, okay, how it started, what is it about, how do you make money, what all that stuff. And so I'm sure our audience here is like, what is an NFT? I don't know. I kind of know. I don't really know. I want to know like how can you make $1 million off of NFT? Even $3,000. Look, I want to make $3,000 a month on NFTs. What can I do?
Right.
So I'm pretty lost with Bitcoins and all that. Yeah. All right, go. One more last story here. So here in San Diego, actually it was like a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago, a man tried to slither past U.S. border agents in California. He had 52 lizards and snakes hidden in his clothes, authorities said. The man was driving a truck when he arrived at San Ysidro border, which is like 20 minutes away from my house right here, on February 25th, and was pulled out for additional inspection. U.S. Customs Border Protection said in a statement, agents found 52 live reptiles tied up in small bags, which were concealed in the man's jacket, pants, pockets, and growing area. 9 snakes, 43 horned lizards were seized. Look, I can understand maybe 2 lizards on your body moving around. He had 52.
Including horned lizards. Those really have sharp horns on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
what got me about that is like, how can they breathe in the plastic? So you had to have a hole in it. So if they got a hole in it, they can get out.
Yes.
I have no idea. And he was driving, sitting down. I don't.
Oh man.
In his groin. So what was between his balls and his thighs? Like what was?
So he was horny.
Horned toad.
Emotional, damn it.
Stuck in traffic. Oh my gosh, man.
He was horny. He was. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, hey, what are you in jail for? I don't know. Just trying to
Trying to do it to a lizard in traffic.
Yeah. It was the lizard between my balls. It got me.
Man.
Getting licked by a lizard.
Yeah. I mean, like you're driving, like how can you not like, ooh, you're moving because you got things moving around all around your body, between your legs, like holy shit.
Speed bumps and everything.
Imagine
I know,
that.
right?
Well, yes,
Sweating.
there is a snake in my pants.
Yeah, there's a
Literally.
snake in my boots. Yep. Anyways, weird things to get caught. One of the things you get caught with is having 52 reptiles around your body.
Wow.
Wow. Anyways, we're just thinking about it right now. Like,
Hey, poop and pee.
Oh,
yeah, it's like, hey, Eric, does it look okay? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. How's it feel? Ah, it's all right, man.
is anything moving?
Yeah,
So he wasn't exactly a mule. He was more like a zookeeper.
A zookeeper.
Exactly.
Oh man.
he was. He was. All right, guys. Up next, I've got questions. D3, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Oops, sorry.
I kind of wanted to piggyback off of something that we did last week when we were talking about when we first fell in love with hip hop. I was thinking about that, and I thought about how great the title was, and the different memories that it brought to me, brought to my mind. And I was thinking about a concert that some friends of mine back in Salisbury, we weren't really big on getting allowances, and we didn't have jobs or anything like that too. So we were actually cutting grass in the neighborhood, trying to scrounge out what little bit of money we could get to buy outfits and stuff. So I had my eye on this is sound weird, but I had my eye on a Run Joe, go Run Joe shirt. I had my eye on some coaching bike shorts, and I had my eye on some blue Pat Ewing Adidas. So I wanted to get that. So I was cutting grass every day for about 3 weeks, just trying to scrounge up some money to get that, to go to a concert. And the concert we ended up going to was Heavy D and the Boys, Dana Dane, Salt and Pepper, Houdini. And that was one of the best times of my life, growing up. I mean, in a small city. I mean, just having those major stars that you actually see on TV or you buy their cassette or something like that. So it got me to thinking, if you could dream up an all-star cast and see them in concert, dead or alive, who would it be and why? And what would your outfit be? I'm D3 and I'm all up in your business because I got questions.
Whitney Houston. I don't know why. Whitney Houston. I can name several. Can I name several? Anyway, Whitney Houston would be my number one.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Coach Anthony? What do you got?
Mute all over the place. Got all these mute buttons. The one I'll say one. Let's see, I have to think of that because it hasn't been anybody like, oh yeah, Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson. I would like to see them live. Oh, I just
Unique says MJ. She's reading your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely them two.
Yeah. Eric?
Michael Jackson.
Ooh, Michael
Definitely.
Jackson.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I would definitely like to see him, like to see Prince. I have to see Charlie Wilson. I've already seen Maze, Frankie Beverly and Maze. I mean,
Oh wow, yeah.
What about Parliament?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know.
they're
I don't-
still touring. I mean, not all the same original players, but they're
I've
still touring.
heard some stories about Parliament. I don't know if I could go because that might mess up my security clearance.
Yeah,
People were
but you know
catching
what I mean.
contact. Yeah, people were catching contacts in the audience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was a puff pass event.
Puff,
Oh
puff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Um.
But the music was amazing.
Well, but behind Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I would like to go see the was it the 1969 the Harlem event that they had thrown during the same time as the
Woodstock.
Woodstock, right?
Yes,
But
there's a
The documentary I saw that during, and that
yeah.
was the young
I saw
Stevie
part of
Wonder.
it.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah,
I remember
so-
what they had. Watt Stack that was out in L.A. too, where they had all the artists from Stax Records. You
Yeah.
know, like Booker T and the MGs and Rufus
Mhm.
Thomas and
Wow.
Otis Redding and all of those guys. I would love to see that too. That was
Nice.
just amazing.
Yeah.
I'll
Well-
send you all the YouTube videos of Rufus Thomas on there, and they were doing a push and pull and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were in an amphitheater, and people just running out on the field getting it. They're like
Yeah.
they're like a great big old soul train.
You know what would be? Well, you know what would be good? I think they're all alive. Maybe some that passed away. The Commodores. with Lionel Richie, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they alive? I don't think anybody passed away yet.
No, I want to see the Commodores and Cool and the Gang do a versus.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a
I've
good
seen Cool in the
one.
Gang, and that's a fun day.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind
Cool and the
seeing
Gang.
them. Yeah,
Yeah, Earth, Wind
definitely.
and Fire. Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
They're not all. Well, there's two different ones, right? There's one with the originals and some like only a part of them. I don't know. Anyways, they come to Japan all the time. Earth, Wind and Fire. So
Hmm. Yeah, because their lead singer had passed away a while back.
yeah, yeah. All right, man. So yeah, that was a good question. There's so many people, and there's people alive right now. I mean, I hate to say it, like Madonna's still alive. You know,
Yeah.
Cher's still alive. I haven't seen her. You know, Celine Dion, she's barely holding on, unless she just looks old. I'm sorry. Look,
You need to drink whatever Cher's having. Okay.
yeah, Cher is a vampire. I don't know, Madonna.
Mm,
That's not the Madonna I know,
yeah.
but you know, I'll take that Madonna. And Britney Spears, I mean, God bless her. I don't know what's happening to her, but you know, she's still around too. So, um,
I would
Pink
think-
actually, don't
Yeah,
underestimate
Pink's still
Pink.
around.
Pink's always underrated.
Like
Pink.
the old Pink though.
Yeah.
Mm,
She
Yeah.
don't
The
mind-
pink that had Edge, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like she'll
Fred,
follow.
free Brit, free Brit. I think she's already free.
Yeah, she's free.
Yeah, she's free. She's just on Instagram. I don't know what she's doing, but man, you can
She's
just
still
see
in her
her.
dad though, right? Is she like
Her dad is not in control of her money basically anymore.
Right. Right.
That I know.
So-
But I'm thinking he's getting a portion of it.
Wow.
Millions. I think she's worth like 250 million or I don't know, something like that. With all
Hmm.
that. So
a lot?
anyways, free Brit, you're right. All right, Coach Anthony, you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right.
What up, everybody? So, as usual, I always start off with a book because I read so many books. And this book today is called The Proximity Principle by Ken Coleman. So, if you ever get a chance, check out his podcast. It's actually pretty entertaining. But his focus is talking about your passion, your purpose. And with the proximity principle, it's pretty much as it sounds like. It's talking about how you can actually use the people that you already know to take you to the next level. Meaning, like, say D3 is already in Maryland, but he's looking for a job in DC. He can utilize his network to say, anybody, I'm looking for a job in DC. Does anybody has any recommendations? Cool. They'll shoot D3 all these different jobs, things, and stuff like that to put him through, and they'll pretty much put their name on the line to bring him in. So that is one of the ways that you can kind of utilize the proximity principle. But I want to break it down to what he put here in these words. He said, the power of the proximity principle. The beauty about the proximity principle is that it works, and it keeps on working as long as you work it. If you want a new job, it works. If you want to change career, it works. Even if you're already working in the right field and you just want to get to the next level, the proximity principle works. To put it into practice, you can start by asking yourself 2 questions. Who do I need to know? Where do I need to be? And I just want to end that there because we are talking about self-help and everything like that. So I want everybody today to kind of think about those 2 questions. And I can bring those questions back up one more time. And it is, who do I need to know and where do I need to be? So I just want to leave you with that today.
That is actually a great segue into our next topic. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I've known people. Come on, agree with me or don't agree with me, but I know people who like stick to their lane, like their career, and like do their job. They clock in at 9 and they leave at 5, and they don't do anything else. But I've always been a great proponent of networking, right? And I have never been shy of saying, if someone gives me an opportunity, even if I really don't know how to do it, I do it. I say yes. I say yes 99% of the time. And I've been very fortunate that I've been a lot of things in my career. It's just my personality. I know Eric knows me more than anybody else here. That I just was a very creative guy, and I was never shy away from opportunities. And who do I get to know? But as I get older, you pick and choose your priority, right? Like what parties you go to, who do you meet, who do you greet, you get to choose your priority. But I do agree it's important to know the right people and depending on what you want to accomplish in your goals in your life. So big proponent of that. So
Yeah, they say your network is your net worth.
oh yeah, yeah,
So that makes a lot of sense.
yeah, yep. So that walks into our we're very important, and I think for the four of us here, even with Carla and a lot of our viewers out there, you know, I think we've been self improving for a long time since we started grade school, right? From grade school to elementary to middle school, high school to college, and now in our careers. Now some of us are either in our 30s or in our 40s now. What the importance of self improvement and personal growth. And is personal growth really that valuable? People put a high value, right, on education up to a point. Up to a point, right? We know some very highly educated people, but they stop growing because they're just books. You go to school all through your childhood, then for physicians, right? Complete undergraduate medical degrees as well as residency, and to be able to do what you do for the medical field. However, many people stop actively seeking to learn, to develop, to grow in different areas of their lives and interests when they graduate or move on to the workforce, right? The most successful business people and medical professionals out there, however, never stop learning. And it doesn't mean continuing education or studying for boards. Self-improvement, personal growth are important and highly valuable part of your career and life in general. So, is personal growth really that valuable? What do you guys do? How do you guys I'm posing a couple questions so that you guys can answer individually. When did you know it was important in your life? And what do you do to continue your personal growth?
Deep question. So
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of different. To me, it's a lot of different facets to it. When Carla and I met, I was working in Georgia, and I was working in broadcasting, and I already had a degree in IT, but I wasn't doing anything with it really. And she was saying that's what she was doing, and every now and then, I mean, she didn't hound me or anything like that. Every now and then, she was like, you should get back into IT. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. So that personal growth and self improvement, even though it says self improvement, sometimes it can be. I guess those flames can be stoked by an outside influence, which is good too. And to me, I call that positive stress. So ever since I did get back into IT and things like that, I mean, then move back up here, things have been amazing. Like I said, I started a new job at a secure location because of the climate that we're in. But from a secure location to another secure location. But the crazy thing about it is, you see little shirts and memes and stuff like that where they also say that, okay, well, I'm only in competition with myself and my previous self and stuff like that too. I mean, I think that's important. So, I mean, the self-improvement and the personal growth, it's something that you have to do no matter what, whether it's in a professional setting, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your peers and stuff like that too. You have to stay hungry. And I get part of that drive from my parents as well, so it's just, no matter what whether we want to admit it or not, we want to make our elders proud. Yes. So that's my new focus. That's my new aim for 2022 is make my elders proud while doing what I can, but I don't have all the answers. So I need to be able to open up and ask for help when I need it and to be able to make myself the better person and do whatever I can to be the best that I can be. So that self-improvement and that personal growth is continuous until I'm no longer here, which goes back to self-improvement, personal growth, and understanding that I have to have some type of posterity along with my prosperity.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Eric?
Yeah, I have to agree with the self improvement. I mean, you know, I would say in the most down part of my life, when you know you had no one else but yourself, I had to tell myself, okay, hey, I got to stop relying on someone to save me, and someone to help me. I have to learn how to love myself, and I had to just, okay, what do I have to do to make myself better?
Mm.
So I had to tell myself that every day. Now that I have done that, how I keep going and improving myself is I like to listen to people. A lot of people like to talk to me. A lot of people like to tell me so many things, and I'm blessed that a lot of people like to open up to me. And feeling blessed about it, I take all of that to heart. I listen to everything that everyone has to tell me, because everybody has different experiences and how they handle it. And I try to take that and incorporate it into my life, to help me make better decisions and to help keep improving myself. So that's about it for me.
Yeah. Coach Anthony?
Yeah. For me, I always look at it as for self improvement. It was kind of one of the things that I always try to. I guess I always had in me, but I didn't realize that it was something that it was a necessary need. And pretty much, I realized that I was actually running away from the past. So of like what I came from, running away from the situations that my parents had brought me into, and just trying to figure out, it's like, why were they in their predicament when I was born? Trying to understand what they went through at the age that I am now to when I was growing up. Just trying to figure this stuff all out. I mean, and as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that the limitations. Because I was writing down. I know you guys see me looking down all the time, but I'm actually writing.
Okay.
One of the things that I was writing down was talking about the limitations pretty much breeds growth. And because I didn't have anything, all I had to do was to grow. So understanding the finances was one of the main things. Understanding education of, how to read better. I'm a horrible reader, slow reader, but as you see, constantly talking on this show had built me confidence in reading. And so getting to understand all those different things and that realizing that, I have more to offer than what I'm actually showing. They're just trying to figure out a best way to give myself to the world, pretty much, to share. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
I've been reading a lot since I was young, and I stopped because of my career in the Air Force. Because you work all day. You have other things, but I used to read a lot. I think one of my first book I ever wrote was The Indian in the Cupboard. Wow. You guys remember that? Very first one ever, book to book. I think I've read that like 5 times.
Wow.
And then I've read other books, and then I started reading more personal development because when you become an E5, you're a non-commissioned officer. Now you're leading people and all that, and so you start going to these development classes for leaders because I love talking to people, I love networking, but I need to know how, like you said to Eric, I need to learn how to listen. I need to learn how to read people. I love talking to people. Oh, what's that? I need to learn. Everybody communicates differently and receives information differently. And I learn through books and through watching YouTube, watching Google, observing people, experts in other career fields, what they do, and listen. Like Dr. Chona, when she comes in, how does she reacts and responds to people like that. So I love reading information about improving myself because it makes me a better person. But also that translates into, like, me and D3, we love radio. Me and Eric, we love music. And MC. So as much as information I can gather into this small brain that I have, then one day it'll click and it'll translate into a joke or to help somebody at one time. So I have an arsenal of information. I didn't watch Jeopardy all the time, but I love it because it was like, how these information that you don't really need right now, but you may have it down the road to use,
Yes.
So
Yeah.
my self-improvement is doing the podcast. I think we all kind of agree is how do I communicate what I have inside in my heart, in my brain, and translate that into someone who can relate what we're talking about. And that's very difficult, right? Because we sit in our beds sometimes like, the fuck? Oh, I should say that. I should say that. I learned about this and that from Google or whatever on Facebook, or TikTok. And then now you want to translate that into helping somebody kind of understand the information. So books, I do that with books. I do that with you guys, learning stuff from Coach Anthony, from D3 and Eric in the music industry. So, yeah, you're right. Like, you should never stop improving yourself, self-improvement. I may like, a movie yesterday, but today I don't like it because, I found out it's racist or whatever it is, it's a bad movie. I think that guru once said that not everybody who shit on you is your enemy. Not everybody who helps you is your friend, right?
I agree with the last part. Well, I don't get like, you never cease to amaze with the bus stuff.
Yeah. Right? But when you go through things and challenges, shut the fuck up. Why? Because you feel like you want to tell the whole fucking world of your problems, right? And you're going to get what? Hundreds and thousands of other solutions of other people. And we like to share that on Facebook. We like to share that on Instagram, things we're going through. But we never take the time, right, Coach and D3 and Eric? Like, we never take the time to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I going through this? Why did it happen to me? How can I react after this? Should I react after this? Versus telling someone right away, motherfucker, you know what happened to me at Starbucks? So that's part of self-improvement, is learning to step back from a challenge and say, hey, man, it's a non-issue. It happened. Move on. Let's go. I don't need to start bringing D3 and Coach Anthony and Eric into my problems. So that's something I work. Oh man, hard. I go through challenges and I keep things in because I don't want to give you guys more problems. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me. It's a big issue. And I work that with
Is that a guy thing now?
Maybe that.
Yes, it is a guy thing. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It is.
I do the same thing. I'm going through that now.
Yes.
Stuff that I'm going through, I keep to myself. And then sometimes when I try to express myself in different ways, then it might seem like I'm snapping at somebody and I don't see it that way. And it's not right. It's not cool. So that's where the self-improvement and the personal growth kicks in, recognizing that I'm the problem.
Right.
Yes.
I am the problem.
Yeah.
That has to change.
Yeah. And I have to work on my snarkiness too. When people try to dig into my problems, I don't want to share. Sometimes I like to share. Sometimes I overshare. And sometimes, you know what? I just don't want to share.
Right.
And I know it hurts, people close to me, like they don't know what's going on with me. And, Floyd, you should have told me earlier, but like, look, you got problems. I don't want to give you more problems. I don't want to, drag you into what I care about in my life that bothers me. Does it make sense? Because I think I can deal with that on my own.
I will go. The only reason why I question that, I would say not question, but more so of a challenge, is to allow that person to say yay or nay. To give that person like, hey, I have something going on. Is it okay if I run it past you? And then you can just say, and let that person to say yay or nay. Like, I can really kind of let's dive through this together, or I can only give you this much. And I think that will come across as, and this is what happened with my last relationship. It was just not allowing that opportunity to go through and
Yeah.
have her say in the situation. And I was just assuming, and the assumptions, even though they might have been right, I should have still gave it a chance to say something. And that's one of the things I guess you could say I took away that opportunity to hear her out because I always assumed. So that's why I was like, if there's somebody I think that could possibly help me, even if you just want to share out to the guys as the fellas, we here. Like, just bring it up and be like, yo, maybe we might need to do this over a phone call or something. We just hash it out, and we can give you like an hour of our time or something. But I just think from a guy's standpoint, it's just like a lot of times we want to hold it in, and really we just need to talk it through. Because sometimes the person that's closest to us are tired of hearing us talking about it or hinting at it. It's like, we just need to talk it out. Not to have
maybe we need to do maybe we need to do a virtual barbershop or something. No judgment zone. Just say what you need to say. I know my inner circle is pretty tight, but at the same time, I mean, I know there's other people that might be either going through something similarly or something totally different. But I mean, it's again a no judgment zone. I mean, speak what's on your mind as long as you get it off your chest and say what you need to say. That's the therapeutic part. And that's the stuff that I know I definitely have to work on.
Yeah. Right. I totally believe, like, we see things, we want to talk it out. Whether I'm wrong or right, I just want to say it. But there are other times too, like, I like to listen because I want you to and I'm not in a position to give you advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like, oh man, that sucks, versus like, I know it's a challenge. So I that's a personal thing too, like choosing our words wisely when we're dealing with people who have problems, oh, I know you feel sad, oh, it's a big challenge, what can we do to better ourselves? I don't know. I think it is a guy thing, guys. I mean, Edwin, thank you for, I know you're down with this one, is sometimes we just don't want to share, Right. Edwin says sometimes it's not going to be an answer, but just the ability and vulnerability of speaking what's on your mind can be. Oh yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going through. And sometimes with my people close to me, like, look, I just want to listen. I can give you my opinion, but I don't think I'm the right person to give you that right opinion. But
you'd be surprised. Your take might go a lot farther than you expect.
True. You'd
be surprised. So don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
That's true. Shout out to Mom and Dad Cotman too. What's up?
Yeah. I just say, let's go hiking. Fuck it. Me and Eric, fuck it. We'll just take a drink, shot.
There
we have these Dr. Pepper shots.
It's a brown liquor music moment.
There you go.
Just let it out, man. Just let it out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you guys. You guys have been around me for a while, and and I tell my girlfriend all the time, like, I joke when I'm challenged sometimes. I'm just like that. When things are really dark or I feel heavy, I will add a joke in there because laughter just makes me feel better. I'm not trying to make your problem or our problems a non-issue. I just don't want to be stuck in that emotion for very long, right? Whether it be a minute, a second, a day, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when I joke, it's because deep down, that's how I cope with deep issues or the heaviness of life, and all that. So
see, I compartmentalize a lot of stuff, and I just put it in a little quote unquote mental folder, move it over to the side instead of dealing with it. Sometimes I don't know how I'm going to deal with it, so I just put it to the side and keep to myself. And sometimes I shut other people out, and I just keep that burden on myself until I feel that I'm ready to deal with it. And that's not exactly the best. But at the same time, I also know that if I don't have the answers, then I need time to figure out what the answers are so then I can properly deal with it. So it's it's a fine line. I mean, how to deal with different things. People grieve in different ways. People celebrate in different ways. People deal with other stressors, whether it's positive or negative stress. But I mean, you have to do what works for you, whatever works. If you got to meditate, you got to throw a snowball, push somebody down a mud puddle, do what you got to do.
A mud puddle.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
Self-medicate, you said. Whoa, what's that? Self-medicate.
Right. With a little lotion or something, you know, you're good.
Yeah, some cocoa butter.
Queen Helene.
What?
Wow. Okay.
Money house blessing.
Right. All right, guys. That's it for us for the self-improvement, personal growth. Man, that was pretty deep. I know we've gone through a couple of deep stuff there. Edwin, brother, we need to get you on, man, because I know you have a lot of information. Yes, sir. All right, so let's do something. We haven't done a pod decks in a long time, and this one's going to be interesting. So we'll do this about 10 minutes of this, but it's going to be good. Hold on.
This episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and have more meaningful conversations, you're going to want to check out Poddex. Now, if you want to get 10% off your order right now, you can go to poddex.com and type in coupon code. What's the code? Yes, that's the code. Check out poddex.com. Take your podcast to the next level.
All right. This is a new pod deck category. Love is elusive than it can seem like, and the quest to find it will never end. You know, we know it exists because others have it, but the digital age, these questions are discussed as often as they should be. I know that all four of us are in committed relationships, married, or about to get married, but we'll give you our advice about these questions about dating life. Here you go. All right, first question. If you could sit down with your 13-year-old self, what would you tell yourself about love?
Oh, man. 13?
Oh, that's an easy one for me, but y'all go ahead.
13.
Eric, you go.
I would say
Mine's funny. My I got this from my grandmother, actually. I was about 13 when she told me.
13.
I was about 13.
Go ahead.
She told me, love many and select the best.
Ooh.
Oh, I like
Quality over quantity. Yeah.
Wow.
But make sure you keep loving many.
But she told, in other words, she told me, shop around.
Right, Edwin? Highway 54 in the forest. No, that's yeah. I would say to my 13-year-old, date as often as you can until your early 20s, and you will find the person that you're most likely going to end up with. Don't stick to one yet. So, yeah, dating is good in your early years.
Hey, for me, I would say is don't move in until you're ready to marry.
Yeah. Well,
That'll be the only thing.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I never
agree.
lived on my own more than a year, because of not taking my own advice. It wasn't until I heard Dave Ramsey say it, and I was like, oh yeah, he's got a good point. So since then, I've been sharing that.
I got you. Yeah, that's right. What would you say to 13D3?
It would be two things. The first thing is, just because it looks good don't mean it's good for you. That's from personal experience.
Emotional damage.
Oh, my.
Man, that's the truth. And the second thing is, she has to bring something more to the table than just a pulse.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know some dudes out there, they'll hit a rattlesnake if you hold their hand. So, bruh, come on, man. Your criteria is really low.
Yeah.
Change your filter. Change your filter.
A rattlesnake.
Yeah, you do a rattlesnake if you hold their head. Yeah.
Yep.
Tongue kissing barracudas, no nasty
Oh.
stuff. Stop it.
Barracudas. Yeah.
All right. Next question here. What is the best thing you've learned from your father or father figure?
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
My dad taught me confidence. You know what I'm saying? Confidence in approaching people, and that, when I was dating, the same thing. Like, you are the shit. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, you don't say that out loud. You are the handsomest guy. You're the most pokey. You the dancer, the cha-cha king. And I carry that with myself when I was dating in my younger years. Like, I had a lot of confidence in myself. So he taught me that.
Dating wise, I don't think my dad told me anything dating wise, but I have to say, like in yourself, it'll have to be. Everybody don't need to know where you're getting the mic from. I'll say that because when we were, I didn't realize the traction of money. So like when you say somebody like when you get a delivery for furniture, right? If people had to fill out the manifest and say, "Hey, this was delivered," they can either choose to say, "Hey, we actually picked up something," or not. So if they picked up another bedding that looks really good, they can go to one of those reseller spots, get the cash offer from that, take it right out the truck before they even return back with the dossier to say, "Hey, everything was delivered." So, make a little extra money on the side. Everybody's happy. The customer was happy. Something got removed, taken out of it. Everything is happy. Everybody's good. He don't work there anymore, so I can talk about it. So it's
Hey.
Eric, D3, what you got?
I don't know. My dad never really gave me much advice when it came to women. I guess the only thing he would always ask is if they're pretty or not.
Uncle Jimmy's like, he's a very quiet guy, but
Yeah, he's very quiet,
But when he asked that question, like, oh no, that's a good question.
Like, do they got a mother?
Yeah. My dad never had to ask me because they were always pretty. Always. D3, what you got?
Two things popped in my head of what my dad said. The first thing he said, I didn't really understand what he was talking about until I got older. And he said, always have enough change to get home. And being a young guy, I was dumb enough to think, okay, he's talking about physical money. He was like, no. One thing I realized is that when Carla and I were dating, and we're both from Maryland, but she was already up here, and I was still in Georgia. And he was saying what my dad was saying. The light bulb finally went off. He was saying that always be able to get back to where your roots are. And most of my supporting cast, outside of my military homies, most of my supporting cast is either in Maryland or Delaware. And that's what he meant by home, getting back to your supporting cast. Because in Georgia, it was just me. So if anything goes down, I'm stuck. What am I going to do? Box or throw rocks? It's got to be something. That's the first thing that popped in my head that he said. And I'm trying to remember the second thing. You're like, what is this dude talking about? My dad, if you met my dad, he's something else. He's off the chain. So some of the stuff that he say, he's like, no matter what you do, you can feel. You feel the sun? I think he said you can feel the sun on your face, but always recognize that your hand should always be in your pocket. And I didn't know what he was talking about then. I'm like, okay, so feel the sun on my face, but my hand is in my pocket. What does that mean? And he finally told me that when you feel the sun on your face, that means you're absorbing everything that's around you. But your hand is in your pocket is knowing what you already have. I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking he was trying to rob me or something. I don't know what was really going on. My dad was about to shake me down for something. They said, but I understood what he meant. Then he said, okay, absorb, see all the things that are around you. Because, people always want to, well, I can have this. I can go have this. I can go have this. The grass always being greener. But enjoy what you already have.
Situational awareness. Yep.
Yeah, that's what he was really saying.
All right. Before going on a date or on a date, what is a deal breaker for you? All right, I'm gonna say my deal breaker, but doesn't mean it means now. It's when I was dating. Okay, I'm been off the books for years now. So back in the days, if you got fucked up feet, that was a deal breaker for me. If you got the claws of eagles, if you got the hammer toes, that was not. That was. I don't care how fine you were. It was a deal breaker for me. Feet.
Yeah, big shout out to my cousin Bug who just popped up in here too. What's up? Yeah, that's true.
Deal breakers. What's our deal breakers?
Deal breakers for me was lateness. Like if you say you're gonna be somewhere and I get there exactly on time, I was like, if you're there like 30 minutes late without no phone call or anything, I'm like, yeah, what's are you even serious? So that was always a deal breaker for me.
Wow.
Girl's voice, her voice itself.
Oh.
No Michelet.
So no Michelet, no nanny the nanny, no nanny.
Yeah. They have to sound pleasant to me, and it goes into their laugh also. So those are deal breakers for me.
Oh, can I add more? I mean,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Definitely. It's more than
I got a lot. I have a long list.
Yeah,
but that's the main one.
Like a caked face. It's like
ooh, the painting,
Yes.
You look so good so far, but when you come close, go damn.
Look like Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. I'm sorry. All right, what else you got? All right, let's go back and forth. What you got?
D3, what's up? What was your deal breaker?
If we're actually on the date right then, the deal breaker, she's constantly looking at her phone and constantly updating statuses and this is where we at. Like she's never been anywhere. That can get kind of annoying. So really, not everybody needs to know your business. Number one, number two, not everybody's gonna be happy with you being successful. So they might not be at home looking bad, and you on a date. They don't care. So I mean, it's some stuff you just keep between you and the person that you're with.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best compliment you've ever received? I have two.
You said keep it PG rated?
No, I don't. It's no filter here. Man,
them
the
kids
best compliment.
in bed, man. Them kids in bed. What you need to say?
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. So my compliment, my biggest compliment, non-sexual related, is you have a nice voice, or you're really handsome. There was a time, when I was 19, 18. I had it, man. I had it. I had the stare, I had the lips. Anyways, those are the biggest compliments.
We gotta make that zoom in so the ladies that's watching it right now they can see what this looks like.
Yeah, because I'm like ambiguous. I wasn't Filipino enough. I look mixed with white / other Asian ethnicities. So I was always not a true Filipino face sometimes.
Oh wow.
I was pretty white. I was pretty light skinned when I was younger, and I had nice hair, really nice hair at the time. So yeah. So what go ahead, Coach Anthony. What'd you say? You got a big tool? You got what? You got big shoes? What? You got big shoes? What? God damn.
I was gonna keep it PG. So they were just saying like a nice voice. That was it.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll just keep it there.
Eric, D3, what you got?
Man, mine goes way back. I had a girl. I was walking by. This is when I used to cycle a lot. and I was wearing biker shorts, and this was from a sister. Let's walk around. She grabbed my ass, and I had a nice ass.
Ooh.
Did you like a construction worker?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, okay, I don't know how to feel about that.
Should we bring that back? Should women be more forward with that stuff?
Oh, okay. I had one compliment. Okay. It wasn't a compliment. It was actually a pickup line almost. I mean, it was airman. And, we're friends. We're in a club. She goes, look right at me. In my eyes. I guess she was drunk. I was drunk, whatever. She goes, look, Carmona, I love lumpia. I said, huh? You like Shanghai lumpia? I got you. Because Shanghai lumpia is bent like this. The regular party lumpia or the Shanghai? The Shanghai longer, is it? Yeah. And no, I did not give her lumpia, okay? I had to see her in the morning. We were together.
Emotional, damn it.
Whee! Ain't PG rated.
Oh, geez.
All right, D3.
So Flora, she couldn't have the company, but she could get the business.
I mean, I would have gave her some lumpia. I had some sweet and sour. Shit. Just didn't
Now,
happen.
were you gonna give her the little Shanghai lumpias or the big vegetable lumpias?
Oh, the big one, boy. The long ones. You get a couple bites out of that motherfucker. What Martin said. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm motherfucker. You can have a mouthful. Martin.
Better
All right.
lumpia than a dumpling.
As long as you don't say Vienna sausage, motherfucker. Well, Vienna sausage are tasty. So.
Oh, okay.
Where's Carla at? She judging us. Don't judge us, guys. Don't judge us.
She's probably laughing at us right now.
It'll lock and talk. We'll lock and talk. All right, D3, what you got? What's the biggest compliment?
One of the biggest compliments I got was, why did your exes break up with you? Ooh, why did they break up with you? I don't consider myself perfect or anything like that, but by her saying that meant that I was supposed to be with her.
That's a nice compliment.
That means I made the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. All right, Carla, you got points on that. All right, 2 more questions here, and we'll be good. If you could receive psychic ability for dating, what would it be? Oh, I already know, bro. I already know.
Way to say yes.
If you could receive psychic ability for dating, what would it be? So, do you remember that Mel Gibson movie?
Oh,
What a woman wants.
What women?
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that. But able to turn on and off. So basically, you can read the female's mind, but able to turn on and off because he couldn't turn it off, right?
Right.
And so you know always what the female wants. You know what the female wants. Get it? Okay, so in all aspects of life. That would be my psychic ability.
Seeing all the red flags.
Seeing all the red flags. Yeah.
That'd be good too.
I would like to know the conversations that she has with her girlfriends when I'm not around. I'd like to know that because, contrary to popular belief, women have dirty conversations too.
Sure do.
Yes, they do.
Sure do.
Hey,
We might have to see if we can team up with an all-female group and bring them.
I know, right?
Right?
We got Nikki, Dr. Chona, Dr. Green, Carla. We'll just ask them questions.
Right?
mm-hmm. What women what insight women can give men? Yeah, that would definitely. Yeah, just certain questions that we would ask them. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of dope.
All right.
So I would definitely want to know about the wife tax. I call it the wife tax. That's when you're eating something and she orders something too, but she has to taste your food. That's wife tax.
The wife text.
Yeah,
I
wife
don't
tax.
have that problem. I mean, try to just get like chocolate on something or something with nuts because she's allergic to all of it. So it's like
Oh, wow.
it's all me. That's good.
Oh man,
You got
yeah.
a system.
Yeah. How about you, Eric? What? You got a
What
socket
does she
for
really
protein?
want to eat?
Yeah.
That's your
What do you want to go eat? I don't know. What do you want?
Well, she told me she like lumpia. So like, fuck it. That was very blunt of her to say that.
The lumpia is shaped like a blunt too. Pun intended.
Edwin will be using that. Edwin will be using that. Everybody, he's like lumpia. It's Creole lumpia. All right. I know. All right. So last question here. We'll end the night here. What was your worst dating experience? Worst dating experience.
I had a girl shoot me a ghost.
What?
She shot me a ghost. She was supposed to show up and never did.
Damn.
Mind you, I worked with her.
What?
Oh yeah.
Wow. So she knew she was going to see you the next day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
I act like ain't nothing happened. Hey, what's happening? How you doing? Kept on looking. She was looking all confused or whatever. Like, yeah, I don't need you. It's all good. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good.
She'll probably read one of those Steve Harvey books. That's all.
Maybe so.
Worst dating experience.
For me, it was the person being late, about 20 minutes late when they live 10 minutes away from the spot.
Oh wow.
And I was coming about 40 minutes away
Wow.
to get there early because I didn't know where I was going. But fair enough.
Punctuality, yeah.
Yeah. Eric, worst dating experience.
Mine, it was a weird one. You would figure this would be good, but for me, it wasn't. I picked up this girl. It's our first time that we were actually meeting, and she just came on too strong. You know, I mean, my shoe became untied. She came down and tied my shoe for me, and you know, she was treating me like we've been going out for years. Yeah,
Wow.
kind of freaked me out.
That's a Filipino style though, right? Like the girl is submissive, taking care of
this
you,
was
feeding
really.
you.
It was like, to me, I felt like it was like there's something wrong here.
All right, man. Hold on to your knickers here. So true story. Here he goes. End the night here. The worst dating experience ever. I was dating a girl, mainly texting, talking. We worked together, blah, blah, blah. And one day I said, hey, you know, we should go out and watch a movie. And she's like, yeah, it's cool. We can do that. When? You know, blah, blah, date. He goes, and then at the end she goes, can I bring my husband?
My dog looked over like, what?
No, I did not go.
Wow.
That was some freaky shit.
Bruh, they might have had you on first 48 or something.
Right?
Bring your husband. What the fuck? Worst dating experience. Well, it wasn't a date because I didn't date her anyways.
Oh man.
All right, guys, that is it for us. I hope you like that dating life and personal growth, self-growth. Guys, this has been a pleasure. We're gonna come back with that hip hop stuff.
Yes.
When did you first fall in love with hip hop? Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. But also, me and Anthony mailed out the books. Hopefully, you got it. Let us know if you got it because I think it mailed out Thursday. It should be there Saturday. So let us know. And maybe next week we'll give out some books and some more gift cards and all that. All right, guys, this is D3. We got D3, Coach Anthony, DJ Mr. A, and this is Mr. DJ Kid Mango. Have a great evening, everybody. Love you guys. We'll talk to you guys on the flip side.
This episode is powered by...
Oh, wrong one. Wrong one.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.